So we have this function which is 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus ax plus 18, where a is a constant. Given that x minus 3 is a factor of f, show that a is equals to negative 9. What this means, when you're told that x minus 3 is a factor, it means that if you substitute x equals to 3 into this f of x, you would get 0. So all we just need to do is substitute 3. That's it. So we're going to substitute 3 in this. This is what we're going to get. Yeah, so we know this is 0, and that will be that's 27. So we have 3a plus 27. So therefore a will be negative 9, which is exactly what they wanted over here. That's it. Now in 2, it tells us to factorize completely. Now our equation is now going to look like this. F of x is equals to 2x3 minus 5x squared. Then now we have this negative 9x plus 18. Now the question was nice enough to tell us one of the factors, so we don't really need to substitute. So we already have x minus 3 is definitely a factor. Now if you're not 100% sure how to factorize properly, you could also check out the calculus playlist on how to factorize cubic polynomials. That would definitely help you out a bit. But a rough idea of what to do is, first of all, you find the factor. After finding a factor, you would draw a second bracket, a bigger bracket, which would take in your quadratic equation. Now, the value we have here, when you multiply it with the value you have here, it should give you 2x cubed. So x times 2x squared gives you 2x cubed. And also the value we have here for our c, when you multiply this negative 3 times it, it gives you plus 18. So this here has to be negative 6. Now to get the bigger value, we need to focus on this value and the multiplication of those two values, right? So we just need the constants from there. Now the coefficient from this, or the constant from here, is negative 5. So we'll say it's negative 5 is equals to, when you multiply this here, this gives you negative 6. So this is also negative 6. Now we need a value that you add to negative 6 that gives you negative 5, and that happens to be 1. So we can say this here will be plus 1x. Okay? So factorizing this a little bit again, this will be negative 3. This can be factorized into 2x minus 3 and x plus 2. Yes, okay, that's it. Now 3 says, given that gy is equals to this, right? Don't want to say all this. Find the values of x that satisfies g to the y is equals to 0. Okay, so I think there is a mistake. This here should actually be the values of y. To find the values of y to satisfy g to the y is equals to 0. Now one thing that we'll kind of notice in this is that this is the exact same equation as that. The only difference is that x has been replaced with this value that you see over there. Okay, so if you think about it, I'm going to rewrite it one more time. This here is the same thing as saying 2 to the 3y 3 minus 5 to the 3y 2 minus 9 to the 3y plus 18. Yeah, so you can see that if you actually put x there, it looks like exactly like the formula that we were working with. So now in the previous question, we factorize what this will give you, right? So now think about that. Let's say this question here had equals to 0. What would be your answer? The answer for this would have been x is equals to 3, x is equals to 3 over 2, and x is equals to negative 2, right? So we are just going to replace this with 3y, every single thing you have there. So we are saying that 3 to the y is equals to 3. We have 3 to the y is equals to 3 over 2. and we also have 3 to the y is equals to -2, right? So solving them independently, this here is just 3 to the y is equals to 3 to the 1, so therefore y is equals to 1. And this one here, we have to use logs, so y is equals to the log of 3 over 2. Let's put this in our calculator. This log, there we go, 3 over 2, 0.37. So y is equals to 0.37. They wanted in 2 decimal places, I think. Then finally, for this one over here, you have y is equals to the log of 3 -2. And if you try that out, so now we have this here as -2. You have no solution, right? So this has no solution. So there's no answer for that. Okay, so these are our only 2 answers. Y equals to 1 and y is equals to 0.37. And that's it.